Yat a Gemini, welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. This is a tarot reading for you, Gemini. If you resonate with the air sign or any of their trait, or you are dealing with a air sign, Gemini, or you see this being played out around you, then this tarot reading is for you. And so, Gemini. Just want to say thank you for all the people who support my channel, and I appreciate it very much. And this is the tarot reading. I have combined 4 decks here, and I created a spread to see what Gemini energy is going through at this time. So I'm going to all right, Gemini. So what your cards are showing me is that maybe you're in this space of like feeling happy, feeling that love right here. You're learning how to tame that other side of you. The the other twin, right? Because sometimes there's these temptations, right, that come out during these times of celebration or getting around people, or reliving something that is deep within you, and trying to find, create love around that, these dark um dark shadows, right? And learning how to love it and tame it when this energy comes in, and then learning how to walk away, and still celebrating, this, keeping this peace within yourself. Here you are, is the emperor, right? Because sometimes the shadows, they uh, bring out that devil within you, these shadow aspects. If you don't know how to tame it, can make you feel isolated in some way, right here with the Five of Pentacles. Then, here the Four of Pentacles, here's a, you know, some when you get into that space, right? That space of like feeling isolated because maybe this temptation sometimes creeps in, right? You don't see what spirit gives you, you're like not even looking at anything, just kind of hoping. And sometimes spirit has to come in and blow, use that sound to come in, so that way you can hear, you can hear that you're not isolated. See, it's, sparkles. It's trying to tell you, it's trying to lead you in that way. But sometimes when you get in that temptation, we forget that you don't get to see it, and then you see it, you feel it within yourself, there's something within your being starts to change. And when that happens, you start, you know, learning how to work with the pentacles. Here you have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the devil, makes you feel like, you're walking alone in this big old empty space, trying to, find that balance, right? Learning how to be the hangman, taking that, working within the shadow and light attribute of yourself, and then having that King of Swords to be able to hear and, get that message from the higher beings, so that way, you don't get stuck in that, you can be, enlightened, by things around you, without feeling isolated at that time, Gemini. Because, sometimes, working at this Nine of Pentacles, sometimes, you have to make choices, and sometimes it's hard for you, because, you have lines of people, right? Lines of relationships, of friendships, and so it's hard for you to, like, kind of allow yourself to take space, because, you know, but, when you don't, and those temptation comes in, it affects everything in that. But Spirit's here to say, it's okay, around it. The black, right? The shadow aspect of you, right? Saying it doesn't matter how black or how, dark it gets, we're still here, your ancestors come in, um, and then, sometimes, going in the Hierophant within, looking at that higher aspect. And when you do, you see the light coming through, right? You start hearing the sounds, you start looking within yourself, because this is Gemini's road, right? Fighting with that, self, the other side, the twin, and then trying to find which twin do I listen to, because it can affect a lot of acquaintance in your life, um, all the ships, and even the emotions, and then spirit saying it's okay, but when you have to do that, then you'll understand that, you'll understand how to use that King of Swords, learn how to use it, you know, and then the star here, you know, under the Two of Cups, here leading that, once you see it, and then once you see the star, which is you, Gemini, you'll learn how to, you know, come out with the Wheel of Fortune here, So, I see that what I have there. I'm going to pull a couple of archetypes and see what archetypes you are dealing with, or maybe this is you. So, Destroyer, the light attribute, releasing what potential destructive, preparing for new life. The Shadow attribute, in intoxication with destructive powers, destroying others' dreams or potential. So maybe this is you, you're dealing with somebody, maybe those are the attributes that are in this, the story of the shadow. Virgin, light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of the heart or spirit. Maybe some of you are, what is that? The word's not going to come to me. Shadow attribute, fear of intimacy and union. So maybe, maybe there was some pain here, amongst a familiarity, right? That's why we have that double here. I'm going to pull some cards and see what the fairies say about that. Maybe it's a characteristic we're dealing with, or maybe this is our characteristics. Gemini, the energy of the fairies. Just cover her for YouTube. Don't want to get. Let's put her aside. I don't want to get flagged because of that. That's alright. There she goes. She traded her energy for that. So we're having the fairy come in here, maybe our, inner, our deeper self that's, dealing with that, um, celibacy. That's what I was trying to think of. Maybe some of my Geminis they have their celibacies, and so maybe you're at this kind of like enlightenment because of it, and then this fairy comes in with her energy of being like, this red, you know, sexual, so maybe there's your sexual energy is, something that's hard for you to tame, coming in, right? And when you do, this, these, this light comes in, and this spirit here just letting us know, like this, it's okay, we will help you because we're gonna align and bring out this, and you're not gonna be so, you know, um, we can work together, right? Because that's what we were trying to do here, find that balance, going in hermit mode, right? And then this fairy is just kind of like saying, yeah, okay, I can kind of lighten up, maybe feel not so overwhelmed, like kind of, um, maybe there was some tension of overworking, right? And then we'd see what others, what spirit would like to share. So maybe, breaking through, maybe there's some sort of breakthrough coming in for this for Gemini, maybe get a laugh, letting that, you know, inner, you know, fairy come through, the coming up with a fresh approach, right? Figuring out how to come out, tea leaf says the hat. You'll be played, a different role, you know. Funnel, period of frustration, lesson to be learned, the boat, money or property through an inheritance winning or some sort of windfall. Bat, take care. Enemies are working against you, so, and then we'll have one more. And then we have banquet, compliments from an admirer, bringing you that spirit. So, Gemini, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to do your reading. And I just want to say, Hojana has clean. 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 Asha.